Gone in 20 seconds, thieves rush into a Southern California jewelry store and steal hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. What the governor is now doing to try and stop these types of crimes. Plus, the odd job some celebrities are now doing to try and help striking actors and writers. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. We'll have more on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, more than 150,000 auto workers are now on strike, and that could soon impact you the next time you go to buy a car or get one fixed. For the first time, the walkout is affecting the big three automakers, GM, Ford, and Chrysler-owned Stellantis. The strike began Thursday night when the United Auto Workers Union and the companies could not reach a deal in the new contract negotiations. The union is now demanding a pay bump. They also want the employers to bring back pensions and retiree health care. If the strike prolongs, we'll feel the ripple effects here in Southern California.
All the parts that we're going to order might not be here. So basically, we might have to phone our customer. There's going to be more delay on the parts. And when we don't have the parts, we can't complete the job.
There could be a shortage of new cars and parts down the road. And that means, in a worst-case scenario, local body shops may have to lay off their workers or close down their businesses altogether. Some celebrities are thinking outside the box to help crew members who don't have health benefits because of the dual Hollywood strikes. They're offering experiences as part of an eBay auction. So check this out. For example, actor Adam Scott will walk your dog for an hour. Poker Face's Natasha Lyonne will help solve the Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle. There are also collectible items and signed memorabilia. The auction runs until September 22nd, and we have a link to all of those experiences on our website, NBCLA.com. A new fleet of super scoopers and helitankers is in LA County. They're on loan from Canada. As we all know, fire season isn't just a season here, it's year-round, right? And after all the rain we've had, there's a lot of growth that will turn dry in the months ahead.
This season is going to be a little bit more difficult than the last ones because of the rainfall, then the dryness, and now it's just sitting there like tinder, just waiting for any little tiny spark to light that fire. With these Santa Ana winds that are coming, it'll push that fire, and then we'll be in a situation where, fortunately, we have the super scoopers and our 10 helicopters here to assist.
During last year's fire season, LA County deployed its super scoopers and helitankers to more than 120 wildfires. It's time to check in with meteorologist Belen De Leon. She's here to let us know what we have to look forward to in the weather department.
Hi, everyone. Here's what you can expect if you've been enjoying this forecast lately. Well, that weather is going to be on replay. That means we'll have that deep marine layer each morning, cloudy skies gradually clearing to sunshine with pleasant afternoon temperatures. Now, over the weekend, our skies will struggle to clear, especially on Saturday. Areas of drizzle are possible. And next week, further cooling expected with more of that marine layer. Now, here's a sample of the temperatures we're going to have. Looking at the trend in Van Nuys, where Friday is going to be a warm end to the work week, 85. But notice how the temperatures stay pretty steady through the beginning of next week. We have numbers that are going to be in the low 80s. It's already feeling like fall. Then the middle of next week, temperatures drop even more. I think it's time to take out those warm boots. We'll be in the mid 70s on Wednesday and Thursday.
A violent attack on a store employee in Chinatown. Video shows a man pushing a woman to the ground, then jumping over the counter to grab an expensive item. 60-year-old Van Huyen was working at Angie's Boutique by herself Thursday morning when the attack happened. She did everything she could to try to stop the robber.
She was tugging on him to try to stop him, you know, and she's a smaller woman. She's maybe 100 pounds, and he's a taller gentleman. And he just punched her right in the face, like closed fist and everything. I mean, you know, who punches an old woman, you know? It's disgusting.
The store's owner says this same man was in his shop earlier in the week asking about the items that he came back to steal. Two things, a limited edition sculpture and a high-end doll. The owner says together they're worth more than $5,000. A jewelry store in Newport Beach is the latest target of organized retail thieves. Surveillance video from inside Jewelers on Time shows what happened. You can see one man in the store hold open the door for three others who quickly smash display cases and start snatching hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of watches. A store employee said it took 20 seconds for the men to rob them.
He wanted to see one of our gold Rolex presidents, and then I told him, if you want to see the watch, I need your ID. And he goes, oh, I forgot my ID in my car. Let me run to my car and grab it. So I buzzed him out. When I buzzed him out, 3 guys ran in. Then when they ran in, I ran in the back to hit the silent alarm button, and they were in and out in less than 20 seconds.
Governor Newsom announced plans to invest nearly $270 million statewide to crack down on organized retail crime. Outrage over this controversial encounter outside of a Santa Ana restaurant. Witnesses say a security guard pepper sprayed a woman and then hit her with a baton. This happened on Wednesday at Arsenio's Mexican Food on Harbor Boulevard. A witness started recording this video right after the woman was pepper sprayed. We've blurred her face and the face of the security guard because neither of them has been arrested. The video eventually shows the security guard chasing down the woman in the parking lot and hitting her with a baton.
The people united will never be divided.
Protesters gathered Thursday night outside of the restaurant, demanding action from the restaurant and police. Santa Ana police told us the woman came into the restaurant intoxicated and was asked to leave, and they are not investigating the incident. For people in the entertainment business, AI can streamline the process and create mind-blowing content, but jobs are at stake, and it's a major sticking point in the current Hollywood strikes. NBC Chicago's Leanne Trotter explains the technology and its impact.
There we go.
Brian Bullock runs a visual effects and design studio.
This is the model that it will use to swap faces.
He's demonstrating how easy it is to manipulate someone's likeness. You can literally create whatever you want.
Yep. Yep. And there you are.
We're just dealing with images right now, but you can do video, voices, whatever.
Whatever. Text, writing, simulations.
AI will significantly impact the entertainment business by replicating human voices, generating virtual characters or avatars, manipulating or recreating human performances, and generating scripts, screenplays, and more. So should we be worried? Should people in the entertainment business be worried?
Absolutely should be worried.
In mid-July, the actors union SAG-AFTRA went on strike against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. In May, the Writers Guild of America started striking over various labor disputes. One of the main issues in both strikes, the role of artificial intelligence.
What we're fighting for here with WGA and SAG-AFTRA, we're fighting for everybody because it's going to affect all of us.
And right now, there are a lot of unknowns.
It frightens me because I think it's just the rise of the machines. It's like one of these dystopian novels, and it's all happening.
And that's what's scary, when they can take me and perhaps pay me for the day, which is great, but maybe use my likeness in perpetuity. It's just not fair because that's somebody's, you own that, I think. And so they're trying to take that from us.
Ever since the beginning of technology, automation has made people worry about losing their jobs. Historically, blue-collar and factory laborers. Now, generative AI threatens white-collar labor, and the current labor strikes are just the beginning of the conversation.
Who gets compensated for the work that these technologies are doing? If they're entirely based on a platform of previous creative work that is copyrightable and created by human beings, those human beings should be compensated for the work that the technology does.
Right now, there are more questions than answers.
I don't think that AI has to be a dark concern. You know, I think if it's possible for us to find a way to work together and enhance story, then it could be a beautiful thing. We just have to believe that that's the intention of AI.
I would embrace it wholeheartedly because I don't believe that the technology is going to go away. In fact, it's going to get better, faster than most individuals realize.
Leanne Trotter, NBC News.
We're getting our first look at the revival of Frasier. Actor Kelsey Grammer returns as his famed sitcom character.
First time in my life I can say that Frasier Crane wants for nothing.
Oh, that's too bad. I had somebody that I wanted to set you up with.
I can be ready in 5 minutes.
Grammer is back nearly 30 years after the original sitcom debuted on NBC. In the reboot, Frasier moves from Seattle to Boston to take a teaching job and reconnect with his son. Frasier's first 2 episodes premiere Thursday, October 12th on Paramount+. The LAPD marked the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month with a celebration at police headquarters in downtown LA. There was mariachi music, dancing, and performances. The department also debuted its Hispanic history exhibit. There was also plenty of food and keynote speeches by special guests, including LA Mayor Karen Bass.
And considering the diversity of Los Angeles and the fact that Los Angeles is just about 50% Latino, and to see the representation in the Los Angeles Police Department essentially reflecting the population, it is a day to celebrate. It is a day to acknowledge our history, our culture, and what we have in common.
Hispanic Heritage Month celebrates Latinos, their culture, and history. It begins in the middle of September because that coincides with National Independence Days in several Latin American countries. A police officer is connecting with the community he serves and encouraging people to stay active while jumping double dutch. You have to see this. This is Officer Xavier Robinson. Very nice at a community event at a New Jersey mall. But you can see he's not just jumping, he's doing double dutch while wearing his 25-pound ballistic gear. Very good. And this has earned him a new nickname among his coworkers, the Double Dutch King.
Actually, in the video, you can see like part of my gear fell off my vest and I caught it halfway in the air. So it was something I was like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. It went a little longer than I expected. And I was like, all right, I think I got the hang of this. So I just kept jumping.
Nice. Believe it or not, Officer Robinson says he's never double dutched before. Can you believe that? He did a great job, right? And he says jumping double dutch at the community event was a happy, fun break from everyday police work. We are impressed, and it's nice to see him out there connecting with the community. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.